بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. الحمد لله رب العالمين. Today we are looking at حروف العطف, right? حروف العطف. حروف العطف, right? Okay. So in the previous lessons, we have came across a lot of حروف العطف. Not different types, but we have been seeing them. If you can remember in the book, we saw something like هذا حمار وذلك حصان. You can remember. هذا مسجد وذلك مدرسة. هذا بيت وذلك مسجد. You can remember. All this way. What we mean by the حروف العطف is the conjunction. Is what is a conjunction. So the حروف العطف is what is a conjunction. Any harf that is used to join two words or two phrases or two even sentences together is what we mean by a conjunction. In Arabic, we simply say a harf al-atf. A harf al-atf. So this is not something that is strange. Okay. So the last time I told you that the wa, the wow, that's the common type of huruf al-atf that we have. So I just told you that its name is huruf al-atf, or it belongs to the category of huruf al-atf. And I said we will study it later. So today, alhamdulillah, we have gotten to it. So we are going to look at it, inshallah, into details, and we'll see a lot of other huruf al-atf that we have in Arabic language. Okay. So as I said, huruf al-atf is just conjunction. Okay. Conjunction, phrase, huruf or particles that are used to join two nouns or just two words, any two words or two phrases or even sentences together. So in my a conjunction. So if I say example, هذا كتاب وذلك قلم. So you can see هذا كتاب wa and ذلك كتاب, and that is a book. So that harf, the wow that joins them together, is a huruf al-atf. Okay, so that's just an example of that. Okay, so let's look at it here as we have here. So they say huruf al-atf. This is a table that consists of the huruf al-atf. Okay, so look at the table, the comment, look at here. So they said huruf al-atf ashara. وهي يعني هي ما يلي. It is what follows. حروف العطف عشرة. They are 10 in number. Okay. وهي, and they are, so they are here 1 up to 10. Okay. So the first one we have here is al-waw. As I told you, it is the common type. It is the common type. Okay. It is the common type. So al-waw, that's just the wa that we have. So this is a sentence here that contains an example. That serves as an example. So we have here Ja'a Zaidun wa Umaru. Ja'a Zaidun wa Umaru. Zaid came. Ja'a means he came. Okay. So Ja'a Zaidun. Zaid came. Wa Umaru. And Umar. Okay. So this conjunction, this is a conjunction. The wow here is a conjunction called harf al-atf, right? Harf al-atf is a conjunction that joins these two fa'il, doers. This is a doer of the verb. Zaid does the verb. So as Umar does the verb. Okay, so Zaid and Umar, these two people do this verb. So this harf al-atf joins them together. Okay, in doing this verb. I hope that is clear. So that's the wow. It means end. End. We have just seen, we've seen it previously. So we are all familiar with it. It means end. So if I say kitabun wa kalamun, pen and book. Okay, wa, end. So masjidun wa baytun. Okay, mosque and house. Okay, and so and so. Then we have the second one, al-faw. Al-faw. Okay, al-faw. So this faw is also harf al-atf. يعني من حروف العطف. It is from the huruf al-atf. Okay, and this is an example. جاء زيد فعمر. So it's the same sentence, but fa is now used here. Hope you have been seeing it a lot in the Quran. فألهمها فجورها وتقواها. Okay. فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر. Okay. فقال لهم رسول الله ناقة الله وسقياها. Okay. فأقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم. So all this fa is this one that we have, the second one. So this is an example they have given here. So they are using the same sentence. جاء زيد فعمر. Zaid came for Umar. But this fact comes to mean then. Okay, then. So this one, it means then. This one means end. And this one means then. And okay, now let's look at the third one. So for example, considering the sentence Ja'a Zaidun mean Zaid came for Umar, then Umar. So it is giving you a signal that Zaid came first. Because if I say Zaid came, then Umar, it means followed by Umar, meaning he was the second. I mean, he came second, right? Okay. So it means, I mean, most of the time when it is joined to a particular word or phrase or a sentence, meaning that sentence occurred as a result or after the previous thing happened. Okay. So we have the third one here, summa. Summa is also from the huruf al-atf, and I hope you have seen it a lot in the Quran. Okay, yes. Okay. So here is an example. حضر بكر ثم خالد. حضر بكر ثم خالد. حضر بكر. Bakrun is a name of someone. Okay, it's just a name. Bakrun was present. Hadara means to be present. Hadara Bakrun, so Bakr was present. Summa Khalidun, then Khalidun. So fa and then summa, they both means then. So this is end. This means then. This also means then. So the fa, and then the summa, they both mean then. But they are not used interchangeably. Okay, they are not used interchangeably. The difference between them is that I said both means then, but there is a small difference between them, and that difference is fa. The fa, when it is used, it means whatever happened immediately. But this summa, it means whatever happened after some time. In other words, they have the same meaning, but the only difference between them is a time factor. So if I say Ja'a Zaidun fa Umar, meaning Zaid came, then Umar, meaning immediately, then Umar. When Zaid just came, then it didn't take a long time, then Umar came. So the fact comes to mean the time span is very small. There's no, I mean, it's not a long time, then that thing happened. But this summa, it comes to mean there is a time. So for example, Hadara Bakrun, or if I use the same sentence, Ja'a Zaidun, Summa Umar, meaning Zaid came, then after some time, not immediately, after some time, Umar came. Okay, so that's the difference between them. The difference is the time factor. Okay, even in the Quran, you see it. An example of that is when Musa alayhi salatu wasalam climbed the mountain with his asa, okay, with his staff. Allah told him to throw it, the staff. So when he threw it, Allah says, فَأَلْقَى عَصَاهُ فَإِذَا هِيَ حَيَّةٌ تَسْعَى. Okay, فَإِذَا هِيَ حَيَّةٌ تَسْعَى. Then immediately from nowhere, when he threw the staff, okay, when he was commanded to throw it, when he threw it, it didn't take a long time. فَإِذَا هِيَ حَيَّةٌ تَسْعَى. Then it became a what? was a snake. It turned to a snake. It wasn't that he threw it and then it was lying down there for, let's say, an hour or 2 hours before it turned to a snake. Okay. What Allah is depicting by using the fa there means immediately. فَأَلْقَاهَا فَإِذَا هِيَ حَيَّةٌ تَسْعَى. Immediately it was what? A snake. Then summa. An example for that is, you can see, let's see لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ, right? ثُمَّ رَدَدْنَاهُ أَسْفَلَ سَافِلِينَ. We have created the human being in the best possible fashion. Okay. ثُمَّ رَدَدْنَاهُ أَسْفَلَ سَافِلِينَ. Then we reduce him to the lowest of the lowest. Meaning, a human being has the opportunity. I and you, Allah has given us the opportunity. Yani, if we obey Allah and His Prophet, and we follow His guidance, Allah will have mercy on us, and then we'll have high status in the hereafter. We may even have high status than the angels themselves. Okay, so that's the opportunity that we have. But if we misuse this opportunity, if we our stay in this world, we misuse it, then we just, we go against Allah and His Prophet and His guidance. We don't take them seriously. Then we try to do whatever we want. Okay, then Allah will say, then that's when summa radadnahu asfala safilin. Okay, we will reduce him to the lowest of the lowest. So the human being in the initial, it's not just that Allah will just create a human being, okay, in his mother womb, then Allah will reduce him to the lowest of the lowest. No, there is a time span and that's this life. We'll come to this life for a test. If you now fail the test, that's when summa radadnahu asfala safilin. That's when we'll now reduce him to the lowest of the lowest. So you see, this is a practical example. It's not just that Allah just create the human being and then He will reduce him to the no. So this summa comes there to mean a time span. Okay. So unlike this far just means then. Without any waste of time. But this summa means there is a time span. I hope that is clear. So please note the difference. But both means then. Now have the fourth one, ow. Okay, ow. As you can see here. So this ow means all. Okay, it means all. So as you can see here. But there's something I must clarify here. This and this. You see, ow, and then these two, the fourth one and then the fifth one. Ow means all. Also means all. Okay, all. O-R-all. Okay, they both means all. But what happens is that this ow is used for affirmative sentence. Okay, affirmative sentence. So for example, Allah says, Ara'ayta in kana ala al-huda aw amara bit-taqwa. You see, aw amara bit-taqwa. So it's an affirmative sentence. Okay. Another example is if I say qalamun aw kitabun. Qalamun aw kitabun. Okay, a pen or a book. A pen or a book. So you see, this is an affirmative sentence. It's not a negative sentence. Okay. But this is used in interrogative sentences. But both means or. But this one is used in interrogative sentence. Example, if I'm asking you a question, did you go to school or you went to the hospital? So you see that or there is used in what sentence? The sentence is in itself is an affirmative, is a interrogative sentence. Did you go to school or you went to hospital? I'm asking you, what I'm saying is an interrogative sentence. It's a questioning sentence. So that in that case, if I'm going to translate it to Arabic, I'll say ذهبت إلى المسجد. أذهبت إلى المسجد. What did I say? Did I say school or masjid? أذهبت إلى المدرسة. I'll use this one. ذهبت إلى المستشفى. I went to the hospital. So I'll not use this أو. So this is used in when you are using or when you are asking a question. Okay, when you are asking a question. Let me give you an example. Allah says, أأنتم أشد خلقا. Did he say awi sama? No. But say what? Ami sama. Why? You can see at the beginning, A'antum. The first is what? Hamzatul istifham. A'antum. The at the beginning is Hamzatul istifham. So it's an interrogative sentence. So in an interrogative sentence, observe in the Quran, whenever, not only in the Quran, in Arabic language, the whole Arabic language, when there is an interrogative question and there is all in it, okay, there is all in it, you can't use this one. We are going to use this one, this So that's why Allah says, Antum ashaddu khalqan. Ami sama. This one is okay, ami sama. Okay, yes, that there is iltiqa sakinain, so the meme will now take kesra. So ami sama, but it's just the same thing. I hope that is clear. So this is used in a positive sentence, and this is used in an interrogative sentence when you are asking a question. Okay, is this a book or a pen? Okay, haza qalamun am kitabun. Okay, but you not say haza qalamun aw kitabun. That's wrong. You can use this aw in asking question. I hope that is clear. Now the sixth one, imma. This imma means what? Either. Okay, either. So you see, either you go to school or you sit down. Okay, either you come or you go to school. So that word either is all termed as imma in Arabic language. So you see this one. It comes in the Quran. This is a verse. فَإِمَّا مَنًّا بَعْضُ وَإِمَّا فِدَاءً حَتَّى تَدَعَ الْحَرْبُ أَوْزَارَهَا. This is Surah Muhammad, right? Just at the beginning. You can check it out. فَإِمَّا مَنًّا بَعْضُ وَإِمَّا فِدَاءً حَتَّى تَدَعَ الْحَرْبُ. So it's either you confer favor. This is talking about a war. Before the Battle of Badr. Okay. Something happened in the Battle of Badr, and this one is talking about it. Captives. People were captured. The disbelievers. After the battle, some disbelievers, about 70 of them were captured. So that's what Allah is saying. For imma mannam. It's either you confer favor. Ba'du after. Wa imma mannam. Wa imma fida'an. Or fida'an. Fida'an is this one was the name, ransom. Okay, you ransom, you take something from them, then you let them, you free them. You take a ransom for it, you have to pay something for you to be freed. Okay, so either you do this or you do this. Okay, so that's what it means. So either, let's use something to explain. Okay, I hope that is clear. Okay, then we have here the seventh one, bal. Okay, bal. So bal means what? Rather. Okay, rather. So you can see this example. La tadrib Zaidan bal Khalidan. La tadrib, don't hit. Daraba is to hit. So la tadrib, don't hit Zaidan. Don't hit Zaid. Bal Khalidan. Rather Khalid. So this bal, you can see it. Bal means rather. Okay, rather. Okay, another example for that in the Quran is you know this the Yahud, okay, and then the Nasara, the Christians, they used to say that they are children of, they are sons of Allah. So they say So Allah brought it in the Quran. Allah says, وَقَالَتِ الْيَهُودُ وَالنَّصَارَى نَحْنُ أَبْنَاءُ اللَّهِ وَأَحِبَّاؤُهُ. Okay, we are the sons of Allah, and then we are His beloved. I mean, He loves us. We are those that Allah loves. So there's no way Allah will punish us. What do you mean by? I mean, so that's they are making such claims. So Allah says, Bal antum. So you see this one, Bal antum. Allah says, Bal antum. Rather, Bal antum basharun. You are just, I mean, human beings. Antum basharun. Ma khalaq, from His creations. You are just like His creation. There's nothing that differentiates you. Okay. So this Bal means what? Rather. Okay, rather. Okay, rather. Then we have La. Okay, La. You know that we have two types of La, even though we have not looked at it. We have La and Nahia. And then we have La and Nafia. Nahia and then Nafia. Nahia is yani to prohibit. Like if I say La tazhab, don't go. La tajlis, don't sit. Okay, I'm trying to prohibit you from something. That's what we call La and Nahia. Don't have La and Nafia. It's negation. Okay, negation. Okay, that one doesn't prohibit. Okay, so for example, La ilaha illallah. There's no God. It's not prohibiting anything. It's just a negative. It's just negation. La ilaha. There's no deity of worship. La ilaha illallah, except Allah. So it's negating here. It's not prohibiting here. The first one is prohibition, and then the second one is the nafia, to negate. Nafi is to negate. Okay. So, but here this one is strange. As I told you, please. Then what I said about the two types, we'll learn it further later on. So don't let it. If you don't understand here, don't let it bother you. We'll look at those two types later. Then here and then the nafia. We'll look at it later. Okay. Okay. But what we are just saying here is that, look at this example. Ja'at Fatimatu la Halimatu. So here it's like when you make a mistake, galat, when you make a mistake, and then you are trying to correct yourself. So for example, I said, I want to tell you to go to school. Okay, but I make a mistake, like sometimes you speak faster, so you say certain things that you didn't intend. So I say, go to the hospital. I wanted to tell you to go to school. So I say, go to the hospital. And I say, no, go to school. So I make a mistake there, then I bring no, and then I mention what I wanted to mention. Okay. So that's similar thing here. Ja'at Fatima too. He didn't want to mention Fatima, but maybe it just came in his mind, and I mean, without realizing, he mentioned it. So Ja'at Fatima too la Khalima too. He wanted to mention Khalima. So that's what this one is coming here to do. So when it comes that way, it is a harf al-atf. It is a harf al-atf, but not la an-nafiya or la an-nahiya. Okay. It comes like that. It is a harf al-atf. Now we have walakin. Okay, walakin. Another one is walakin. So walakin means, okay, rather. It also means rather. Okay, rather. Okay, rather. So look at this one. La tashab, don't befriend. Al-jahila, the ignorant person. Jahil is an ignorant person. La tashab al-jahila, the ignorant person. Lakin, but, so it means but. Okay, but. Lakin, but. Lakin al-alima. Okay, the learned person or the knowledgeable person. Okay. Okay. You have here hatta. Hatta means until. Okay, until. And it can also mean even. So it means two things. it means until. And then it can also mean what? Even. Okay, even. So, but there are other meanings that are associated to it. There are other meanings that are associated with it, but we'll look at it later. But we are looking at it in the context of huruf al-atf. When it comes as a harf al-atf, it can mean two things. So we mean when it comes as a harf al-atf, not just its meaning in Arabic language. It will have, of course, it have more than two meanings. But when it comes as a harf al-atf in a sentence, it will mean two things. The first one is until, and then the second one is even. Okay, so for example, if I want to say until, so like the hadith of the prophet about praying after fajr, okay, prayers after fajr. The prophet said that la solata ba'da al-fajr hatta tatlu ash-shamsu. Hatta, you see this one, hatta. So la solata ba'da al-fajr, there's no salat after fajr. Okay, there's no salat after fajr, meaning you shouldn't pray after fajr. Hatta tatlu ash-shams. So you see this one, until tatluha, to set, when the hatta tatlu ash-shams, until the sun sets. Okay, so this one is there. It comes to mean until. Okay, but it could also mean even. Okay, even. So example, I said I even the teacher. Let me give you a full sentence. For example, I say I beat or I caned all the students, even the teacher, or including the teacher. That's what I want. Include, even, meaning to include, by including someone. So even the teacher. So I'll say ضربت كلهم. Okay, I beat all of them. حتى المدرسة, even the teacher. Okay, so this one is حتى المدرسة, even the teacher. So ضربت كلهم, I beat all of them, I killed all of them. حتى المدرسة, even the teacher. So it comes in that context to mean even, not until the teacher, no, but even the teacher. So it can mean until that one, it can mean even. Okay, so here مات الناس حتى الأنبياء. مات الناس حتى الأنبياء. So مات الناس, people died. حتى الأنبياء, even the prophets. Okay, even the prophets. Okay, hope that is clear. So let's look at here. Al-i'rabuhu. I'rabuhu. What is the i'rab of huruf al-atf? So these are basically the 10 huruf al-atfs that we have. I hope that is clear. So we have i'rab. Let's look at the i'rab. So what is the i'rab of them, of the huruf al-atf? Okay. So there is one thing that we need to know again. We have something now called ma'tuf and then ma'tuf alay. See the one in green here, then the one in orange here. Ma'tuf and then ma'tuf alay. What we mean by ma'tuf and ma'tuf alay, of course, when you are dealing with harf al-atf, that's when you come across these two things, ma'tuf and then ma'tuf alay. They come when we are dealing with huruf al-atf. Okay. So the first one, let me give you an example. If I say a book and a pen, okay, a book and a pen, you know that the end is joining two things. Let me try to. Okay. انتبهوا جدا. Please observe very well here. I'm trying to write something. I say this. Hope you can see. So I hope you can see. So we have here a book. Now we have here a pen. I hope that is clear. Now, what? Let me come. Let me come. Okay, let me differentiate them. Okay. Okay. So I hope that is clear. We have here a book. That's one word. And a pen. So this is a conjunction. هذا يعني حرف العطف. هذا حرف العطف. This is حرف العطف. And what it does is that it joins these two nouns together, right? Okay. So right now, a book and a pen. As we said, the underlined in blue is a conjunction. Then this one and this one are the two nouns that are being joined, or the two words that are being joined by the conjunction. Now, in Arabic language, the first one, okay, the first word or phrase or even sentence, you know, a conjunction may join sentences, even sentences or phrase, or it's not just a word only. So whatever comes first, the first part of what the conjunction is joining, you know, a conjunction joins two things. So the first thing that the conjunction is joining is what we call the ma'tuf alay. Okay, and then the second part is all called the ma'tuf. I hope that is clear. A conjunction joins two things, like here a book and then a pen. So the first one, a book, is all termed as a ma'tuf alay. The first part that the conjunction is joining is called ma'tuf alay, and then the second part is all termed as ma'tuf. So implied, a conjunction joins two things together. The first one is what? Ma'tuf alay, and the second one is what? The ma'tuf. I hope that is clear. So the ma'tuf alay, the first part of whatever the conjunction is joining, it could be a word, it could be a phrase, it could be a noun, it could be a phrase, it could be even a sentence, okay, or a clause or whatever. Okay, so I hope that is clear. So that's what we mean by the ma'tuf and then the ma'tuf alay. So like here, consider this example. Ja'a Zaidun wa Umaru. So Ja'a, this is just a verb, but the conjunction here, the wa, is holding Zaidun and Umar together. So Zaid comes first, or is the first part of what the conjunction is holding. So that will be the ma'tuf alay. And then the second part, that's the Umar, will be what? The ma'tuf. I hope that is clear. So that's what we mean by ma'tuf and ma'tuf alay. So I hope there is nothing confusing here, right? So now, if you now know ma'tuf and the ma'tuf alay, so let's look at the i'rab now. So we need to know them before we can understand the i'rab. So the i'rab of the huruf al-atf, actually what happens is that the huruf al-atf, the conjunction, they themselves, they don't change. They are mabni. Okay, huruf al-atf, they are mabni. But the ma'tuf alay and then the ma'tuf, the two things that the conjunction is holding together, are what changes. Hope that is clear. They are that changes, but the conjunction in itself is mabni. Okay, a harf is mabni. Huruf al-atf, they are mabni. So that is what it says here. Al-ma'tuf alay, al-ma'tuf, meaning the second part that the conjunction is holding. Yatba'u, it follows. Okay, al-ma'tuf alay, it follows the ma'tuf alay, meaning the first part of what the conjunction is holding. Fil i'rab, in i'rab, it follows it in i'rab. So as you can see here, the ma'tuf follows the ma'tuf alay in i'rab, meaning, as we said, the first part is the ma'tuf alay, and the second part is the ma'tuf. So if whatever i'rab the ma'tuf alay is having, the ma'tuf will have that same i'rab. So when a conjunction in Arabic language, when a conjunction is holding two things together, the first thing and then the second thing will have the same i'rab. I hope that is clear. Observe here. Al-jinnatu wan-nasu. So this one is having what? Dhamma on the last letter. So this one is also having Dhamma on the last letter. Now observe the second part. Minal jinnati. So there's a harf jar here. So instead of the jinnatu here, it will now be jinnati because of the harf jar. Now if a harf al-atf, a conjunction, is holding that word, this one, al-jinnati, which is having kesra, to another word, that word, even though it doesn't have a harf al-jar here, but it will have the same i'rab as the previous word. I hope that is clear. So even though this one, so the case ending, the ending of the last letter, or not only that, whether it is majrur or marfu or mansub, will depend on whatever the ma'tuf alay is having. So whatever the ma'tuf, whatever be the i'rab of the ma'tuf alay, that will be the i'rab of the ma'tuf. I hope that is clear. So don't see this and you say there's no harf jar anywhere between the wa and the nasi, but it is having kesra. So why is it so? And you'll be, stranded. You are asking yourself, why? Whenever a conjunction is holding two words or two phrases or two sentences, the i'rab of the first sentence or the first word, the ma'tuf alay, will be the same i'rab as the second word or the second sentence. That's the ma'tuf. I hope that is clear. So that's why minal jinnati wan nasi. I hope that is clear. So similarly, not just only wa, all these huruf atf, if they are joining a word to another word, or a phrase to another phrase, or a sentence to another phrase, if that word or whatever is having, let's say, fatha, the second one will have fatha. If it is having dhamma, the second one will have dhamma. If it is having kesra, the second one will have kesra. Okay, so not only that, it depends on whatever form the i'rab of the first one is. So I hope that is clear. Okay, there's no confusion here, right? Okay. So let me just give you a brief example, then we close. We end the lesson here, inshallah. Okay, let me just show you something here. But what I'm trying to show you is not all that clear, right? So you just have to, okay, it's not very clear. You just have to look at it small. I hope you can see, right? Okay. Okay. So please observe here. Observe here. Walaqad. So this one is, of course, all these are from the Quran. These are examples from the Quran. Qala ta'ala. Okay, so Allah says, Walaqad arsalna Nuhan. I hope you can see the fatha. Nuhan. This one is mansub. Wa Ibrahima. I hope you can see that. Ibrahima. This one, Nuhan. Wa Ibrahima. Not Nuhan. Wa Ibrahimu. Ibrahim is initial spelled, or in the default form is spelled Ibrahimu with Dhamma. But here you can see it is having fatha. Why? Because the Nuhan is having fatha and it is joined to the Ibrahim by the harf al-atf. So when the harf al-atf are joining these two words, the first one, this one is what we call the ma'tuf alay. Here Nuhan will be the ma'tuf alay. The i'rab of it, here it is mansub. Definitely this Ibrahim will take mansub, will also be mansub. I hope that is clear. Okay. Then the second one is qulna lil malaikati isjudu li adama fasajadu. Okay, so this is harf al-atf, fasajadu. This far we have seen it previously, meaning when Allah told the angels, wasjudu li Adama, prostrate to Adam, fasajadu, then immediately, I told you what the family is immediately. Okay, then, it means then, but it means there's no time, there's no time waste. there's no time span. It just happens immediately. Then we have here فَوَكَزَهُ مُوسَى فَقَضَى عَلَيْهِ, the same fa here. Then we have here وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا ثُمَّ. So you see this one instead of fa, ثُمَّ. وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا. Allah taught Adam the names of all things. ثُمَّ أَرَضَهُمْ. Then he brought him in front of the angels. He showed them. Arada is actually to show something. Okay, like exhibition. You see this one a lot. So Allah brought him and showed him. So summa. This summa means it wasn't just immediately that after Allah taught him the names that immediately then there's no time. It means after there was a small time. That's what the summa depicts here. Okay. Now here, أَأَنْتُمْ أَشَدُّ خَلْقًا أَمِ السَّمَاءُ. أَأَنْتُمْ أَشَدُّ خَلْقًا. So you can see here, what I want here is that here you can see the أَمِ السَّمَاءُ. أَأَنْتُمْ أَشَدُّ خَلْقًا أَمِ السَّمَاءُ. I think I've talked about this before, right? أَمِ السَّمَاءُ. This one is, you can see the Hamzatul Istifham at the beginning. I hope that is clear. هذا واضح. This one is very clear. I hope you can see this one. The Hamzatul Istifham at the beginning. Antum. So if you are asking a question and you want to say or, okay, did you go to school or you didn't go? That or, it is in an interrogative sentence. So you have to use but not aw. Aw is only used in positive sentence when you are making a positive statement. Okay. Like you say, okay, I will eat. If you say I will eat banana or apple, so that's a positive statement. So you use "ow." So you are not asking a question, okay? And you are not, and it's not a negative sentence. So I hope that is clear. Okay. So that is it for this lesson. Inshallah, we'll stop here, and then we'll continue in the next lesson. Inshallah. So in the next lesson, inshallah, we'll be looking at Adawatul Istifham, right? Adawatul Istifham, right? Or is it Adawatul Nafi? Okay, Adawatul Istifham, inshallah. So we'll end here. We are gradually getting to the end of the grammar lessons. Inshallah, after this lesson, we'll have about 2 or 3 lessons, and that will be all for the grammar lessons. Then we'll complete the book 1. Inshallah, after that, we'll look at the remaining lessons and I'll complete it. Inshallah. So, if you have any question, as I always tell you, don't hesitate to, inform us. Okay, so that we'll reply to you, inshallah. So, jazakumullahu khairan. وبارك الله لي ولكم في قرآن الحكيم ونفعني وإياكم بآياتي والذكر الحكيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.